Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. First off, I effed up. We just got a new router, and I was resetting my PC, but one of the things I did not make sure I did was check my microphone to make sure all of the settings were right. So, when you watch this reaction, you're gonna notice that my audio is a bit more blaring than I wanted it to be. No pun intended, of course. Not the worst thing in the world, but it does bother me as a content creator who wants to bring you guys perfect content. This was a mess up on my part, but I couldn't, obviously the reaction was already filmed, and I didn't check everything, and I do apologize about that, but the reaction still works for the most part. I hope you guys enjoy the video nonetheless, and if you guys do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. So here we go with the video, guys. Again, I apologize that this never happens. I won't be doing this again. I will be checking the microphone next time too. Let's go ahead and dive into the video, and I'm pretty excited to share this reaction with you.
Recovery efforts underway in the search to find 3 men.
Yeah, have fun with it, guys. Hell yeah.
We've made it to the Blair Witch Woods.
To me, there's something eerie about forests always. I mean, you don't know what's out there.
Right. Yeah, the Blair Witch Project, the Blair Witch Forest, it's more than likely, it probably is haunted. It's just not haunted by, like, the Blair Witch herself, because it's obviously that was just a movie. And there was a lot of people who truly believed that the Blair Witch existed after the movie because of how well it was demonstrated and performed, and just the raw feeling that the movie presented. I mean, I've heard, like, people pulling pranks on their friends who had no idea the movie even existed, and they even thought it was real, like, actual evidence of a group of kids actually going missing.
There's footsteps.
Is this forest haunted?
Oh god. What is that?
It's not moving.
Oh, got that.
Oh my god. Capo. No way.
There we go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit, the flashlight just turned on.
If you want us to open this Dybbuk box, please turn that flashlight on. Holy crap.
What's in there, dude?
Hell!
Oh my god. We should probably
Wow. It looks like they actually opened the Dybbuk box. Wow. All right.
Trying to hurt us.
What the fuck? What?
Oh my fucking god. All right, boys, we've made it to the Blair Witch Woods, or at least part of it. Are you guys ready?
I don't know what to expect. After the whole director's thing and them saying that they had a few paranormal experiences, it kind of makes you wonder what could actually be in this forest.
The Blair Witch is a legend about the evil spirit of a woman named Ellie Kedward, who was tried, accused, and executed for the crime of witchcraft. I'll get a little more in-depth about the legend later. But the Blair Witch is supposedly said to haunt a forest in Burkittsville, Maryland. That's where we're going tonight to investigate. This legend was made popular by one of the most influential horror movies of all time, The Blair Witch Project. Now, according to the director of The Blair Witch, the legend itself is fictional. But since the movie has been made, there's been a lot of claims that say that the Blair Witch actually haunts that forest. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that there are no actual investigations of the Blair Witch Forest. At least not on YouTube. So, me and Josh wanted to be one of, if not the first people, to find the truth behind the legend of one of our favorite horror movies. In this video, we're teaming up with Colin from Paranormal Files. Colin really hooked us up in this video because back in the day, he got an interview with the director of the Blair Witch Project, Eduardo Sanchez. And according to Ed, back when they were filming the movie in the Blair Witch Forest, he and his crew had some really odd, potentially paranormal experiences. What you're about to see is that interview.
What was it like to actually, I've always wondered, produce the movie? Like, what was the actual production process like of filming? Was it ever creepy actually being out there?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we basically shot it over like 8 or 9 continuous days in the woods, and we were shooting like 24 hours a day. Like, the actors were in the woods mostly by themselves, and then we would kind of intercept them in certain times during the day and give them, food, give them rations, and then give them instructions until we could meet them again. And that's how we kind of directed them. They were directed in these directing notes. So we were basically, it was like a group of about 7 or 8 people maybe, and we just handled everything. It was like a 24-hour-a-day play. First of all, somebody was always sleeping out there at night with the actors, like not in the same area, but we always had like a base camp. So it was just a lot of camping, a lot of woods, a lot of just walking alone.
Sounds awesome though.
At night, you know, it was creepy out there, man. And especially at the house, like the house at the end of the movie. I did not like being in the house alone. Like I remember one time, it was, I'm not sure if we were shooting yet or we were just.
I'll go ahead and pause it really quick to give my thoughts about this. When you're out in the woods in the middle of the night, and I've been out in the middle of the woods in the middle of the night myself. I've been out in the middle of the woods probably around 2 in the morning, about close to 3 in the morning before. And when you're out there, man, you really feel another pressure, another level of just, not just only eeriness, but just, in a sense, you're always on guard because you know there are wild animals out there and you know there could be other things out there. So that doesn't mean, and remember the woods are so big, I mean there's a lot of echoes that happen out there too, so it's not always a surprise. Probably, and we have actually had some paranormal encounters out in the woods before. Me and Michael actually heard a little girl talking to us around like 12. And out of nowhere, we started hearing this little girl off in the distance, in the middle of the woods. And that was actually the moment we decided, you know what, well, let's just go ahead and get out of here. It's late enough. We're hearing the little girl talk. We don't want any attachments, so we kind of booked it at that time. And plus, we were also very young and very creeped out. So I'm not saying that they didn't experience anything paranormal. They probably did. I would have no doubt that they did. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, but it's also no surprise if maybe sometimes there was some overreactions or just a bit of paranoia and getting just nervous in general.
We're about to start to shoot, and all of a sudden I look around, there's nobody around. I'm like, oh, and it's night, the night's coming, you know, it was like right at dusk, you know, like the sun had already gone down, and this terror, like, oh my God, I'm alone in this house. I mean, as quickly as possible, just moved out, and you know, everybody was gone. I just felt like such a dumbass, like, you know, just being scared like that. But that house, you know, I mean, it had a lot of history. Obviously, people had lived there, and you know, who the hell knows what kind of stuff was lurking around there, you know.
What was the house? What's the history of the actual building and kind of like where was
Good
it?
question.
The house was, I think it's called the Griggs house. You know, it was built, I guess, in the 40s. I get confused with the actual house and the legend that we came up with. You know, it's been, you know, in the mythology of the Blair Witch. But it was just a house that was on park land. It was next to this abandoned Nike missile base. We happened to find it, man. And as soon as I laid my eyes on it, I knew that it was the house, you know. It was already falling apart when we got there. It wasn't like super dangerous, but we had to shore up some stuff to make sure that everybody was safe and stuff. But yeah, it was pretty gnarly even when we found it. And then I think the park destroyed it probably about 10 years ago, I think. It was just getting dangerous. We were doing some marketing stuff, and we had this medium come in, this talented, you know, this gifted woman come in, you know, just to kind of look at the house. So she went up all the rooms, and she went upstairs and then went back down. She said, there's somebody up in that attic, and they're really angry. They're not like malevolent, but they're really angry that you didn't ask permission to come in here and be in their house. We hadn't told her anything about anything. I mean, we had never even talked to her. So, you know, I mean, I don't know what the hell, you know, was going on, but to me, it's like, okay, there's definitely something that my body and the other people's bodies were picking up, and maybe the lights blowing out was maybe just us not paying attention, or maybe the energy had something to do with the electricity or whatever, but it was not just me, man, it was everybody. And there were some people that didn't want to do it, but I gotta get out of here, I gotta get.
Wow. One hell of a story, though. That's pretty creepy. That's pretty crazy.
Come on! I hear him downstairs! Come on! Josh! Josh, is that you down there? Josh?
It's such a good scene.
Last time we were in the woods,
Acting was so good.
We had a gun popped out by a guy we never met.
I just realized they're yelling Josh's name and they're exploring with Josh there.
To me, there's something eerie about forests always. I mean, you don't know what's out there. Animals, humans.
If we die, someone definitely has found footage, right?
Yeah, in fact, they're gonna find at least one of our cameras.
You actually know where to go, Colin?
Not at all.
All right.
Nice.
Nothing wrong with going in the woods at night.
No, not at all. Nothing bad could possibly come of that.
Never.
I'm not worried. I'm not scared. Why would I be scared of some woods?
This is a walk in the park, literally.
Did anybody, when you were filming, ever have any paranormal experiences on set, in the forest, maybe in the house, any cast or crew? Or yourself?
We like genuinely like freaked ourselves out just by being in the woods. The nature of what we were doing and like the, you know, kind of the dark nature of the story, you know, this kind of movie that we were making. It's almost like we were kind of blessed by, you know, not really having any kind of, at least that I know of, I don't think anybody had any kind of weird, strange sightings or kind of feelings like that. I mean, I know that there was like little run-ins with park rangers and some animals, you know, like little animals, because we would always had a base camp near the actors camp, so, you know, animals would come around and stuff, but nothing crazy happened, anything kind of unexplained. It was for a supernatural movie in the woods, it was very like non-supernatural, you know, no stories, unfortunately.
At least he's honest, yeah.
That is the biggest toad.
Dude, he's just vibing.
He's not scared of no one.
Nah, he didn't even care that we were walking.
You think he's like, oh!
Literally, we've been walking for, what, 10 minutes now? This is all we're seeing. A dirt road, trees. We're looking for an abandoned church, and I'll give you more information about that when we get there. Damn, we've come to a crossroads for the
Sounds
first time.
good, man.
So we either keep going straight into the deep, dark woods, or we go this way, to the unknown. We could be going to absolutely nothing right now.
What was the inspiration for the stick figures? Also another question I've always had.
There was some kind of thing where okay, we're gonna have hanging sticks, you know, and we made some diagrams of like these stick figures, and they were much bigger than the ones in the movie, but these pretty impressive log kind of figures. But it was just kind of inspired by mostly like Native American lore, you know, and like the whole like the dream catcher. There's no like definitive like idea as to what they are, but it's almost like a warning to people. So for me, my personal thing was that when they got to the Stickman Forest, if you look in the movie, that's when like reality warped. Like that's when they were never going to get out of that.
Well, that's the tree we crossed. That tree is down. That's the same one. Oh God! You gotta be kidding me!
That is
Some train tracks
such
now.
a scary concept.
Close.
It's like someone dug a grave, bro.
Yo, actually, it kind of does. That's creepy. Yo. Again, guys, I just don't understand why this is out here in the middle of nowhere. Apparently, there used to be a settlement of some kind in this area.
Where did the story of Blair Witch originate in your mind? Like, is there a real story that you took elements from to create that story?
I think we took elements from a lot of different things that, you know, because Dan Myrick and I, you know, came up with the original idea, and then a bunch of other people came in to help flesh out the mythology of, like, you know, the Blair Witch and, you know, kind of the facts, like the history of the myth. So Dan and I kind of took a lot of different things from a lot of different things that kind of like.
And then the sequels ruined it because they showed too fucking much, like they always do. Dude, that one that came out in 2014, like 2016, I think is when it came out, but there was a movie called Blair Witch. And for some reason, they felt the need to show the actual witch herself. Like, you'll see glimpses of her running down the hallways and stuff. And I just thought it ruined the whole freaky concept of the first movie. Just showing it ruins it. We didn't need to know what she looked like. All we heard were stories about this woman, which added a very unsettling, uneery, paranormal kind of aspect to the story. Ruined it. I was like, fuck.
Us out as kids, but really I think the biggest thing would be probably just the kind of the Salem witch trials, you know, the idea of, like, you know, a woman who was unjustly basically murdered because of witchcraft, you know, this ridiculous thing, but something
Ed?
Wait. So did that really happen, or was that just something he wanted to do for the sake of the video? Because now I'm curious.
The Blair Witch is supposedly the evil spirit of a woman named Ellie Kedward, who was accused of the crime of witchcraft in the winter of 1785. After she was accused, she was banished from a town called Blair, which was later renamed to Burkittsville, Maryland. Her punishment for this crime was execution. She was hung from a tree with stones tied to each of her limbs, stretching her body with the force of gravity. 1 year later, all of her accusers and half of the town's children had vanished. Fearing the curse of a witch, all of the townspeople had fled the town of Blair and vowed never to utter the name Ellie Kedward ever again. So while the Blair Witch Project is a fictional movie, there have been many claims of paranormal activity inside the forest. So tonight, We're going into the Blair Witch Forest to find the truth. Is the Blair Witch Forest really haunted? Let's find out.
All right, Seth. Let's get it.
We can do an investigation here, though. Drop our stuff.
Yeah, we can try to see if anything pops off.
What do you think of this room? I don't know.
Let's check it out.
Oh, there's a big spider. Oh no.
I just realized that graffiti right there is doing the little, you know, where that you make people look like you're looking at this right now. Gotcha.
Is that a butt over there?
A butt? Yo, I see it. Yeah, that could be a butt.
All right, guys, so we took a little bit of a break because we walked and hiked through the woods in the dark for maybe a good 30 minutes, 40 minutes maybe. Let me show you what we got for equipment to start the investigation.
Of course, we got good old music box right here. Never lets us down. We also have a cat ball there, another cat ball over here, next to the night vision camera, just so you guys can get another angle. We're basically just setting up a bunch of trigger objects in here because we don't know what this room specifically could have been. Maybe there's some residual activity. We're not entirely sure. We're gonna find out. We're also gonna set up a REM pod right here in like the center of the room. All right, boys, beyond the dark, let's get it.
I am calling out right now to any spirit that's in this forest. If you're somebody that's been here for a long time, a member of an indigenous tribe, maybe you saw the filming of the movie The Blair Witch Project, I don't know. Or
Can I just say I love this guy's shirt? Is that Nosferatu? It says Rob Zombie. I see Nosferatu on there. Count Orlok. That is a dope shirt, man.
or you're a spirit that's completely unrelated. We're calling out to you because we want to know who you are and we want to know your story. But just to introduce myself, I'm Colin.
My name is Josh. We're here just to kind of learn about your story, who you are. Do you know that you're dead? Are you trapped here? Anything like that. And we have a bunch of devices and things left around us. You'll be able to speak and talk to us through them.
And I'm Seth. If there's any spirits out here, would love to communicate with you, learn your story, know what you have to say. Don't be afraid of us. Don't be afraid of our equipment. There's nothing here that's gonna harm you. We're here only because we're curious. So please, if you're here, come forward.
Is there somebody here? Anywhere in the forest? Can you walk towards my voice?
If there's anybody here,
There's a background noise. I can't tell whether it's the music or there's actually like some wind or a waterfall next to them. It's so loud. Can you guys hear that? That's so cool.
in this church or in this forest, can you please give us a sign?
Decompose, and it says cast. Cast.
Like a movie cast?
Yo, could be.
Blair Witch, we're here doing the movie.
Are you talking about the movie? Did you see some of the cast members?
Is this forest haunted?
Baby.
Baby. Did a baby die here?
Oh, got that.
Oh my god.
Green spike right there.
Dude,
I heard it.
that thing has been completely silent this whole time.
I was kind
Oh
of
my god.
I was kind of waiting for a baby to start crying off in the distance.
Card and Albert. Was the baby's name Albert? It says Albert and it says Card. And we knew a baby died because that just went off.
I'm freaked out that the REM pod even went off because, like I said, guys, I just don't think anything was going to go off out here. So that's already a huge jump in the right direction.
That was bizarre because it was like somebody just walked in. It was so quick.
Super fast.
Done.
Name?
I see Sally and name. Sally.
Sally?
And you were at Sally.
Wait.
Look, that's the video that I just posted this week.
Yeah.
Sally.
No way.
Wow.
Sally.
Okay, that's freaking creepy.
That's fucking freaky, man.
If someone's really here, can you give us another sign? Can you set off another device like you just did? Again, we... Oh.
Scene? Scene.
Scene. Like a scene in a movie?
Whoa, I heard shuffling in there.
Me too.
Me too.
And it just said scene, and you just asked. It's going again. Hunting.
No. Oh. And we're in the woods? We just heard some noises over there? Whoa, that bug is huge.
I love how, like, stuff is literally happening to us, but we can joke around. This is how you know we've been doing this for way too long.
Yeah,
we're not, like, scared at all.
we're a little too desensitized to this
Jaded,
stuff.
man. Jaded.
Yeah.
Can you come? Unless it can't come in here.
'Cause it's a
because
church.
It's a church. Okay, so dude, it's really brought the
Not a bad thought.
Go, man. The fucking REM pod again. Right there.
Oh my god.
factors.
The church plays a factor in why he can't come in here?
Because, dude, that spike we brought it
Yeah?
up in Bring Up Church, that went off. A baby died here, and Albert was the name, apparently, if we're going by the Alice box. The Alice box is usually never rung for us so far.
I gotta tell you, that is kind of scary, man, that is going off right there, and it's not in here. I mean, that is straight up something that cannot walk into the church. It's coming up, almost taunting us, you know?
It's the only device that's going off,
Yeah,
too.
consistently.
And it said it's seen and hunting us, bro.
Hunting, bro.
That's freaking
That
creepy.
is
Is it true that these woods are haunted?
Oh, got it, right there.
Yep, got it.
Carolyn.
I didn't even see it. Damn.
That thing never goes off, bro.
Faith!
Faith, yep. There's a church. They can't enter in. That's a factor, and you know, faith. Okay, all right. Whatever it is, probably has a malevolent intent or is demonic. Unsettling,
Crazy.
creepy.
Faith in a church.
Salvation.
Salvation!
That's crazy too because
Reach
that's
salvation. Reach
That's what it
salvation.
says?
Yes. This
Reached
spirit came to church
salvation.
and got saved.
dude, that's
So it's a
crazy.
good spirit here.
Yes.
This is somebody who passed on in the afterlife
Yes.
successfully and reached heaven or salvation. That's wild.
Makes perfect sense.
And that's the kind of intelligent stuff that we love to hear on Ghost Investigations, you know?
So now, I don't know if we're still getting stuff here or not. We can try moving our stuff to that room.
Yeah, let's move to the next room.
Wow. As soon as we went to the next room, we started getting more activity. All right.
Whoa!
The only thing I will say, not to debunk, but I'm gonna debunk. I think it could be the tripod.
I mean, nothing's moving over there. It shouldn't be going off. If that's you, I was just about to ask if it could step away.
It's hard. I don't. Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Can you come back here?
Oh my god.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna move it just in case.
Yeah, yeah.
Cat ball.
No way!
There we go.
Oh my god!
Okay, something's here.
Wow. Barely missed
Now I
that.
believe it.
The music box, the cat ball behind me, the REM pod, everything is alerting and triggering right on the edge.
Hey, I do like the fact that Josh was actually about to debunk that, though. Like, maybe the tripod could be setting it off. I do appreciate that moment. Even knowing it's small, most people will probably just look over it. I thought it was a good moment.
The church. Something is right outside.
And the reason why I'll say is because they were so quick to jump to paranormal, where he was like, I'm not trying to debunk it, but let's go ahead and figure this out.
Waiting for us to step outside. It will not come in.
Cat ball! Oh my god!
Go, man.
Dude, what?
They're literally outside.
They're just
Right next to
watching
your
us. So they can't be good spirits then.
That's a bad
Assuming,
sign,
yeah.
man.
Again, I didn't expect anything to go off here, so I'm kind of freaked out.
Yeah, we've had a lot.
a lot for just in the middle of the woods, man.
It is definitely getting.
Whoa!
Exactly. Again.
That's the third time.
Yup. And this is when we just started talking and pointing about it.
So guys, this would have been the front entrance right here, and I guess that the ceremonies and all that would have taken place right here. I mean, we're probably standing where the old church pews used to be.
And there's no
we're getting our
wind,
devices
so
going off, so we're
I
just gonna
can't
go ahead
just
and start
debunk that.
the second part of the investigation of this church. So we're using the same devices that we were just using in the other room. Oh shit, the flashlight just turned on.
No.
I was just about to talk about that. Oh my god.
Can you shut that off? Step away from the wall.
Wow.
Immediately, man.
Guys, I was just about to say that we're adding the flashlight to the...
Yo!
Oh my god, dude!
Are you not allowed in this building?
Light the flashlight if you can't come in.
Whoa, dude!
Yeah, I'd say
Can you turn the
so.
flashlight off for us so we can ask you another question? Oh my god.
This is good.
That's too perfect.
Are you over 30 years old? Yes.
It said 30 on the Alice box.
Yes, it did.
30.
30.
Are you a man? Wow.
All right, turn that off again.
Are you the same person that we've been talking to this whole time? Wow.
Makes sense though.
It is, man.
That makes so much sense though.
They're just peeking through
Yeah.
the window.
Are you a good spirit or
Can
a
you turn
bad
that off
spirit?
for us? Wow. Oh my god, dude.
Took a minute.
Are there multiple spirits that haunt this forest? Can you turn that off for us? Please? Can you set off another one of our devices so that we actually know this is you that we're talking to? It doesn't matter which one, just any device, except that flashlight. Turn something else. Whoa, did you just hear that? What? I just heard a whole tree branch snap.
Yeah, I mean, out in the woods, dude, I'm not saying that he thought it was paranormal, but at the same time, yeah, I would not buy any tree branches just breaking at random, unless it's like continuously breaking, like just someone like actually walking. I wouldn't believe it. If it's just like one snap, I mean, I'm just gonna assume that's probably a tree just giving out on one of its branches. Colin brought a haunted box with him. Now it's time to decide to open a Dybbuk box. Yeah, we did not know that the box before what was in the box before opening it.
If you want us to open this Dybbuk box, please turn that flashlight on. Holy crap!
God.
Oh my god.
It knows there's something in that thing.
Do you have any experience with this?
I've never even seen
Well, yeah, to me that's not that smart, especially to where if that church is actually protecting you, you're about to open a Dybbuk box inside the church, which would just release probably another demonic entity. And then what point is that church at that rate? Like, would the demon like just be able to run outside really quick? I don't know. So yeah, it's kind of unnerving that you would want to open it in the middle of the thing that is keeping whatever is outside.
Dybbuk box. So I'm totally.
I mean, I've seen a few, but I've never really opened one myself.
This box is different because it's somewhat of a Dybbuk box, but it's not really a full-on Dybbuk box.
Okay.
This was just advertised as a haunted box.
So there's probably a haunted object then. It's not
Something in there. Yeah.
right.
But you don't know what it is.
I have no idea.
Well, it wants us to open it.
It keeps lighting up the flashlight as we're talking about it, like turning it on and off. We definitely should not be doing this.
The only thing that makes me feel okay is that
Probably
we're in the church,
not.
But then I feel like, what if we leave the church?
Oh, okay. He's just going for it. All right, guys, what you're about to see, please do not ever attempt to do something like this on your own. Just full disclosure, this could end very badly for anybody.
Bro, I don't know how to open this thing.
Dude, maybe that's a sign that we shouldn't be opening this.
Yeah, we don't have to. We could smash it
Like
against
if it-
something.
Oh god.
Oh, what is that? Something came out.
Yo, I think this is ash, bro.
No way.
Smells weird.
What is it?
These two were in there.
Marbles?
Said I can't.
That's a candle.
A vial.
A vial though? Like a potion?
Look at
I don't
this.
know.
That's like witch related. Isn't that odd?
It is.
That's
dude.
really freaky.
Why are they?
Oh, cat ball, cat ball.
Whoa.
Right when we opened it up. First time, dude.
That's crazy. Both devices off at the same time.
Bro, hair.
What the f?
Yo.
Cat ball right when I pulled that out.
No way.
That's hair. Like a wig.
Like, is it a wig or is it like actual human hair?
It's
That's
still
hair.
that someone could have used.
Yeah,
or
either
wore.
way.
Like a wig, you know what I mean?
I'm creeped out right now, man.
I know. We none of us talked, and we're just like freaking out ourselves.
What are we gonna be using
It was
now?
such a bad
We have the
idea.
Spirit Talker app right now. This is a ITC research app, almost based on the same technology as the Ovulus. It's essentially an algorithm that gives you words to simplify it.
Like how the Alex box was.
Yeah.
Or a
But it's
spirit
for
box.
this.
But
That's
I've
on a
had-
cell phone.
Yeah, and I've had some really, really crazy experiences with the Spirit Talker, so I'm confident this thing is gonna do something for us, man. I know it.
Well, this will be the first time on Beyond the Dark we even use, I think, a cell phone
As
in our
a
tools.
legit
Yeah.
app. Yeah.
So that's cool, man. Hey, that's why we collaborate too. See what other people use and what they try.
If you're the thing that likes to sit at the edge of this church, we have a device, a tool.
What does that noise mean?
Just it's detecting EMF.
Oh, so that's like a K2?
Yeah.
That noise right there?
Yeah. We want to talk to you, and if you use your voice, we'll be able to hear what you're saying. What are you? Right when I turned it on, dude. Right when I fucking hit the start, bro.
Dude, that's crazy.
And that hasn't gone off since we opened
know,
the box.
I know.
Okay, yeah, you can come back towards us because we want to talk. What are you? Are you a human?
Yeah, I'm hearing stuff.
I heard that. I heard that 100%.
Phone, bro.
Oh my god!
Immediately,
The
man.
first
phone.
First word is phone. And you're on the phone.
Yes,
That's
what
wild.
we're going to talk to you through is this phone. Thank you. Who or what are you? Can you tell us?
Is the spirit that we were talking to earlier still here with us?
Do you want us to leave the church?
Right fucking next to me.
Oh, fucking scared the fuck out of me.
Oh my god.
I'm still on alert.
Evidence.
Evidence!
Dude!
Evidence, bro.
As soon as the cat ball goes off, it says evidence.
Yes, we're using that as evidence to know that you're real. Who haunts this building? Can you tell us that? Who is here talking to us?
It says witch, of all things.
Bro, you heard that? That sounded like a
That was a whole tap on their tree.
Yeah, right there.
Crazy the flashlight stopped going off too.
I know.
Dude, yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Right there.
Whoa,
Whoa,
shit.
Sorry.
Scared me.
Right when you guys turned
Has
away,
we been
that-
looking at it the entire time? It wants our attention here so
It
freaking
does.
bad. Bro, bring it back over there again. Shit, man, obviously you can tell we're on edge.
Yeah.
Terrified.
Holy
They are.
You just said.
You said you're on edge, bro.
We just said we were scared.
It's funny how this thing stops going off when we come over.
Oh my god.
What, man?
Literally mid-sentence talking about it. That's insane.
Pointing at it too, man.
I straight up just heard somebody talking.
What'd they say though?
I don't.
Left.
And I heard it to the left.
Yes.
Oh my, I heard somebody whispering in this direction right here, I swear to God.
You know what justifies you saying that is you heard it and then it said left. So it's not, you know what I mean? What's the coincidence of that?
Right, exactly.
Are you coming into the church? Hell! Hell!
Oh my God, I just got chills through my whole goddamn body,
Hell,
bro.
man. Who's coming into the church? You coming into the church? Hell.
Oh my God.
We should probably stop now.
Yeah, I don't
Bro,
think...
What are the odds? In a church.
I know.
Hell.
This evidence is crazy, and we still have one more place to...
It's pretty unsettling too because they're out in the middle of the woods. There's no one out there besides them. So when shit starts going down, you open a Dybbuk box in the one place that possibly could be a sanctuary. Oh boy.
Go to.
Yeah.
I know. I think what I would
wish we
like
had
to do
water,
is-
man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is the area that at the point where I would always stop my investigations and I would go to a new spot. I always stop after it gets this crazy.
Yeah, maybe we should...
Always.
Maybe we should move on.
Emma.
Emma? Do you know an Emma?
I mean, I know an Emma, but she's not living.
What?
Oh my fucking God.
Holy shit.
I think it's time to stop the investigation in general.
Frightening. And it just said frightening on the thing, and he's actually fucking thrown up. I think we need to stop and get the fuck out.
Okay, fuck this. Yeah, we need to stop.
Yep.
Let's
Time
get
to go.
out of here. Whatever spirits are out here, you can't follow us.
Yeah, no one's following.
You're not allowed to.
And you know what's funny? It was him who opened the Dybbuk box and smashed it open. And he's the one throwing up because of it. It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea. There's no coincidence in that. He just started getting sick out of nowhere. He's acted fine this entire time.
We were trying to talk to someone that wasn't you.
You're not allowed to communicate with us from this point forward. Stay away from us. Stay away from Colin.
Drain. It just said drain, and now it's draining his energy. It's just said drain. I just heard it say drain.
You're not allowed to drain us. You stay away from us. Let's just get our shit. Let's get out of here. All right? Are you okay right here? We're gonna grab your stuff, all right? All right. We're gonna get out of here, all right? I'm right here with you, man. You're good. Let's get back to the car. Let's get you some water. Let's just get the fuck away from this church, man.
She killed.
What? What the fuck did that just say? It said she killed.
She killed?
Dude, I don't even want to take that fucking Dybbuk box with us. I think we should just leave it here. No, fuck that thing.
Woman.
Woman. She
Holy
killed.
fuck. Let's just shut it off, man. Let's just cut off communications. We don't need to fucking deal with this. This spirit, whoever it is, clearly has nothing good to say, so we don't have to talk to it. I've never fucking seen anything like that.
No. That was probably the first time I've ever seen actually someone get like physically ill and started upchucking during an investigation, to my knowledge. Like I've heard of people like leaving the room because they felt a little nauseous, but that was the first time I ever saw someone just actually like out of nowhere just like actually start just upchucking right then and there. And again, it was him who opened the Dybbuk box, which goes to show that you shouldn't be opening these things, especially in something like a church. I feel like a church would be the worst place to open one of those because it's such a renowned holy place that should be keeping evil out, and you're opening something evil inside, which is what I think the spirit was telling them when it says who's coming into the church, and it said hell, and then he just started throwing up.
Like, we had scratches on our back on the UK, but I never seen someone throw up like hard. Ever.
That came out of nowhere. As soon as he opened the box.
Time to go, guys. Talk about it at the car. Get him out of there.
Are you good to move on?
You gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we can get. Yeah, we can give you a minute. I guarantee you, the minute we start walking.
Dude, that shit probably hurt too. If he was like, if it like, let's say he had nothing to eat or anything, that was straight up stomach acid, not trying to gross anybody out. That shit's painful, and sometimes you might want to take a minute just to sit there and relax, because that shit hurts coming up.
I feel better.
And that was a lot
from this area.
This area is really bad. I just got a breeze in the back of my neck.
No fucking way.
Yes, I did. Like a breathing breeze on the back of my neck just now. You guys help me pack this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Just grab. Yeah, I put all our stuff into the other room.
I'm not allowing anybody or anything to follow us, or specifically me. I don't know if it has to do with that box that I don't even believe in, or if you're here, but please stay here.
Whatever you are, you're not welcome with us. We don't want to communicate with you. We don't want your presence. If you came with the Dybbuk box, we're leaving it here. We don't normally do stuff like that, and we're never going to do something like this again. Do not follow us. You're not allowed. Came from this way, right?
Yeah.
crazy, man. That was a good video. That was a good video. I actually like that more than the last Seth Borden video I watched. I actually like that more than the last Seth Borden video I watched. Not saying anything bad about the last Seth Borden video. It was pretty damn decent. I actually didn't mind it. But it wasn't like... It didn't feel like his top kind of content, like what I would expect from Seth Borden. I feel like this one was definitely more along the lines of those levels. And to see what happened to Colin back there was just bizarre and nuts. So comment down below, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'll do more content like this. You just have to let me know in the comments that you want to see more, and hit that like button to make sure I definitely know I need to do more.